morning. My trip here in Taipei is coming to an end. I go back to Chiang Mai in a couple days. So I figured I'll take you along for my last ride. I'm doing about 150 kilometers today with 2,000 meters of elevation gain. And also I just wanted to talk about all the things that I've learned while living here for the past 3 weeks as a cyclist. Even this route that I'm on right now, I've made with knowledge that I've gained from talking to locals and also just riding around. So it'll be a mix of roads that I've already ridden, but also some new roads as well. So the first thing I learned is you gotta start your rides early. The first time I came to Taiwan, I actually came with a bunch of friends. We all live in Chiang Mai, and Thailand is notorious for having super dangerous roads, but that's what we're all comfortable riding. But we came over here, and it was not a good time. In fact, I'll show you this route that we did, where we actually turned around and abandoned the ride because the road was so dangerous. It was like steep, twisty, with very little visibility for cars to see us, and very busy with aggressive drivers. Funny thing is, when I told my Taiwanese friends this story and I showed them the road that I was talking about, they were like, oh, we just rode that recently and it was fine. I was kind of baffled at first, but after thinking about it, the big difference is most group rides start around 5:30 or 6 in the morning. We definitely started our ride closer to 8 that day. It's starting to rain. I may have to put my camera away soon. I just wanted to make an update about what I said in my first video about taking the MRT from the airport to your hotel. Now, like I said, I'm leaving in a couple days, so I've made arrangements with my hotel to have an airport shuttle, and it only cost 1,100 Taiwan dollars, which I think is actually pretty reasonable. So I think it would be more expensive if you took a taxi based on taking taxis in and around the city. I mean, I took a taxi from Taipei 101 and that was like $500. So best thing is to just contact your hotel and see if they offer a shuttle service. Speaking of rain, if it's raining, most group rides are canceled. Of course, there are still going to be individuals that want to ride, but the organized group rides like the Feed Zone Cafe ride, or the Raffle ride, or the PNS ride, they're likely to be canceled. So if you still want to ride, it's best to make alternate arrangements. So the next thing I want to mention is that you really don't need to go far to find roads like this. I mean, look how beautiful this is. I'm about 35 kilometers from the start of my ride, and there are routes like this everywhere. Every ride that I've done into the mountains has views like this. Literally every one. Some of them are like this, like in the jungle, and some of them have just like amazing views of Taipei. So pick your own adventure. views are just endless here. This is amazing. There have been views like this the entire climb. This is a 7-kilometer climb with 450 meters of elevation gain. I'm not finished yet. I still have about a kilometer to go. But so far, I've been on this climb for about 40 minutes now. And one car, only one car has passed me going up. There have been about 5 or 6 cars coming down the other way. But still, super quiet with views like this. Made it to the top. What a climb that was. The road that I was on is the road that goes to Jufin. Now I think I got a pretty nice descent coming up. The next thing I learned is that it's pretty easy to make friends, at least in the cycling community. I mean, twice now I've run into people that I know here in Taipei or in and around Taipei. Just recently I ran into Hans. Now admittedly that was on the bike path, but still. And then the first time it happened, I ran into my friend Erwin right here close to the Queen's Head. I mean, it's kind of funny that I'm in this foreign country and we're not even like close to Taipei right now. In the most random place, I'm running into people I know. Also a note about the Queen's Head, you do have to pay to get in. You cannot just see it riding on your bike on the road. And also, you can't ride your bike in there. Just keep that in mind if you plan on visiting the Queen's Head. Now that we're here, we're gonna get something kind of special. Obviously you can get these buns literally everywhere, and I've had it many times, but when I came here for the first time, instantly I was sold. I don't know how to describe the flavor, but it is just, it tastes different. So now that I got my buns, there's a specific way to eat them. So now that we've got our buns, you ride down a few hundred meters to the closest 7-Eleven, and now you can sit inside in the air conditioning, enjoy your buns and have a drink and relax. So now that I've refueled and had a rest, it's now time for the biggest climb. It's this monster that's in front of me now. Now I'm climbing to the top of Yangmingshan. 900 meters of elevation gain, 15 kilometers. But there's a nice surprise at the top. How cool is that? The top of the climb is an active volcano. And it's right in the city. From here on out, it'll be downhill all the way back to Taipei. Well, there you have it. I'm back in the city. So that's all the things I've learned living in Taipei as a cyclist for the past 3 weeks.